What about the whole issue of the legislature possibly moving toward impeachment? They're supposed to receive a report from a legal group what the potential grounds for an impeachment process would be. Where is that? And of course, as mentioned earlier, the resignation of the Secretary of State creates a problem in terms of even if the governor were impeached or he resigned, who would replace him?
Yeah, I think that it seems like what's happening now is that the governor knows he has to go, and I think he's taken that decision already. That's a gut feeling. I have no sources on that, but many of other officials from his administrations have been resigning in the past days also. So he's mostly alone in there. And I think what's happening, the delay has to do with the political calculations that his own party is making right now in terms of who will stay in La Fortaleza. We are hearing about this impeachment process or resignation, etc. But what really is happening is that his party is making the game. How will this play for the next election in a year or so? So I think the delay is not coming from the governor.
I wanted to ask you about the control board, because the governor was attempting to stand up as weakly as he did, but he was stand up against some of the worst excesses of the control board. What do you feel the Financial Control Board's status is as this crisis unwinds? Will it feel itself more empowered to force austerity measures on Puerto Rico, or will it be will it end up being part of the target of the protesters as well?
Well, the thing is that I think that Ricardo Roselló has given the board and the federal government, Trump himself, many tools to claim that what they were saying about Puerto Rico having corrupt officials and not doing his job right was true. It is terrible to be at this crossroads because Puerto Ricans really are wanting and needing a quick recovery process, and this has not happened in the past 2 years. So now it's going to be probably more delayed. So that is a very important concern, I think, for all Puerto Ricans. I think that, yes, the board may use this moment to try and claim that they should be have more powers over Puerto Rican government, not only because the transition process, but because of all the corruption that has come out from many government angles and agencies. So I think it's a very difficult moment in that sense, because probably federal government and the board itself will try to use this moment for their benefit. And as you say, austerity measures will only worsen the situation. And as we know, this governor, Ricardo Roselló, has been working with the board, cooperating with the board austerity measures in most cases. Only very few measures he had retained his position, but in most of the public policy that has been implemented in the past 2 years have been in accordance between the board and the governor. I think the people are not only protesting for the chat. I think people are also protesting because of the accumulated issues that in which people feel that they have not been part of decisions and also because all of the decisions that are mostly fiscal or economic decisions, but are not taking into account how the people feel or what they need or the services that they need.
And Carla, I wanted to put this question to you as well as to I wanted to put this question to you as well as to Juan. Do you think this will have an effect?
I think one thing that's clearly going to happen is that the governor was seeking to move forward toward another referendum on statehood. And I think that certainly is not going to be in the cards now. And so the statehood party is in disarray. And exactly as Carla has said, what will happen in the future, even who its leader will be, is up for grabs and up for question. The reality is that there's still this whole issue of where's the Congress? What is Congress going to try to do to one way or another? Yeah, the U.S. Congress, one way or another. To what degree does it have the stomach to deal with the status issue of Puerto Rico, or even the willingness? So I don't know. Carla, what do you think?
I think this is not going to be a good moment, because any move on the status will be seen as opportunistic from any point of view. I think Puerto Ricans may resent that, because we are going through the worst crisis we've gone in our history and our modern history. So I think anyone who tries to take advantage politically and in terms of status of this situation will be maybe seen as, opportunistic.